We can now join former England manager Steve McClaren for his thoughts on that goalless draw with Scotland last night. Steve, brilliant to see you this morning. Thank you so much for coming on. Let's just start with England's performance. What did you make of it?
Well, watching it, it was a typical tournament performance from England, the disease of England, we can call it. The weight of expectation, it was a massive game for the nation, for the country. For England, Scotland, 25 years since they last played in a major tournament. And the weight of expectation, I think, got to England. They played with fear. And that means that they didn't want to make mistakes. They were playing safe. There was no risk. Square, backwards, slow pace on the ball. They were playing their shape, but they were passive. And I think the key thing was they weren't aggressive enough. I think Scotland played angry. They were hurt from the criticism after the first game, and they came out aggressive, and we came out passive. And that was for the whole 95 minutes. We had fullbacks that were meant to be there to attack and cross the ball. There were no crosses. Centre-backs were playing square and back and across the field, too slow, never switching the play quickly. Midfield, again, you have to play forward when you're a midfield player. Too many safe passes, square and backwards. The wide players, no penetration, with and without the ball, and no service to Harry Kane. So I think it was a flat performance, but credit to the Scots because they came out from the first whistle. You could see they were angry, hurt from the criticism, and they played aggressive. We were passive. And
Steve, you mentioned Harry Kane there and that the lack of service to him, yet to have a shot on target in this competition. It hasn't looked like he's in the same form that he was certainly at the 2018 World Cup. Does he look tired to you? What do you think it is? Service.
Number 9s need service. And if they're not getting the ball, then Harry Kane will go looking for the ball. And that's not what Harry Kane, that's not his strength. He has to be in the box. We had one cross in the first half, I think from Reece James. It was a great ball in, and Harry Kane was about a foot away from heading the ball in. And I said, we need more of that. We need more of that. You know, because in Russia, the last World Cup, Harry Kane was our main goal scorer. He's got to score, so he's got to put the ball in the box. When you win the ball, your first look should be forward and should be into Harry Kane's feet. He can deal with it. And then you get runners around him going off him. That's the strength of England, and they never did that last night.
Should Jack Grealish have started? Would that have helped that? We obviously saw him come off the bench in the second half.
I mean, it's a shame because Grealish was fantastic in the games for England before he got injured. And it takes a while, and you can't go into a tournament half fit, 3/4 fit. You have to be fully fit. And Grealish is that type of player. But we have got a squad of players who are exciting, attacking, quick, aggressive. There is a team inside that squad that can win the Euros without a shadow of a doubt. And Gareth has to find that team. And that's tournament football. I'm not worried at the present moment. You'll get performances like that. I've seen it over the years, been involved in it. It's frustrating. Hitting out the groups is frustrating. Once you're out the groups, then you have to be able to, you know your team, you know your best 11, you know what changes to make. You have to get through tough moments. You have to win a penalty shootout. You have to beat a big opponent to give you that confidence to go on. That's what we did in Russia. And we're still capable of doing that now. It was just a flat, bad performance. And what worried me and will worry Southgate is that it was the weight of expectation, the pressure of expectation. So we never played aggressive. That's the first thing. Looking at the squad, he's got to change. He can change personnel after that and get more excited. We need speed. We need speed on the wide areas. We need creativity in midfield. We need players who can play forward. We need fullbacks who get crosses in. We need to service Harry Kane. When we do that, we look a good team. And the big thing that disappointed me last night, our first set play was fantastic. I thought, well, we'll score from set plays. That was our strength in Russia. After that, the set plays never got by the first man.
Yeah.
So,
Steve.
Pointing, typical tournament football.
Brilliant speech to you this morning. I'm going to have to stop that there. But thank you so much for coming on. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emma. Cheers.
Speak to you soon.